It's a pizza! Sourdough pizza dough is the one we make the most often. It is make ahead, freezer friendly, and it bubbles so beautifully when you cook it. You guys are gonna love this recipe, and I'm craving pizza, so let's get started. You just need 4 ingredients to make the best sourdough pizza dough. The best kind of flour is 00 flour. This is what Italian pizzerias use, but if you can't find it, you can use all-purpose flour or bread flour. To measure it accurately, I like to measure directly over a kitchen scale. Also add some salt and whisk those two together. Next, add filtered water, and that should be room temperature or slightly warm. You'll also need active sourdough starter, and of course this is our star ingredient. It's more than doubled in size, which means it's ready, and if you haven't started your sourdough journey, I have a super easy tutorial on how to make it, and I will link to it in the recipe notes. Start by using a spatula until the dough comes together, then mix it by hand. I like to squeeze the dough with my fingers to make sure it's really well combined. It's also going to be pretty sticky at this point. Once the dough is well mixed, cover with plastic wrap and let that rest at room temperature for 30 minutes. This will allow the dough to relax and it will be much easier to knead. You'll be able to feel the difference in the dough when you start kneading it. Knead for 2 minutes by hand. You can either knead in the bowl or knead on a clean work surface. As you knead, the dough should still feel slightly tacky to the touch, but should pull away easily from the sides of the bowl. Transfer the dough to another clean bowl coated with extra virgin olive oil, then cover and let the dough proof for 4 to 5 hours or until the dough has risen at least 50% in volume. For the best results, do not try to rush this process, but proof at room temperature about 70 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. When the dough is ready, you can tell that it has visibly risen at least 50% in volume. This one probably has risen more than that. Transfer that to a well-floured surface and turn the dough to coat in flour. This will make it easier to handle. Now cut the dough into 4 equal pieces. You can use a knife or a food scraper. Now to make sure that you get those beautiful air pockets in the dough, there's a simple folding technique. And I do the same thing with my overnight pizza dough that's not sourdough. So take the dough and fold it in half like a book, turn it, fold it in half again, turn and fold, and do that 8 times for each piece of dough. After the 8 folds, the surface should feel smooth and tight. Now we're gonna do the slow overnight cold fermentation. You can do this in little containers or put them on a greased baking sheet with a lid. It's up to you, just use whatever you have on hand. Just make sure to give them enough space to expand. By the end of a week, this dough will have completely filled these containers. We're gonna set these in the refrigerator overnight to rest and do their slow fermentation. Since I made a batch the day before, we have these ready to go. I like to pull the dough out of the refrigerator about 15 to 30 minutes before I'm ready to use it, and you'll want to dust your pizza peels with semolina flour or 00 to keep the pizza from sticking. Having the right pizza tools definitely makes this process easier, and I will link to all of our favorite tools in the notes. Transfer your pizza dough to a floured work surface and gently pat the dough to get the bubbles over to the edges. Now set the floured side of the dough over the back of your knuckles and rotate the dough to stretch it out. This dough works great for that. I've never tossed it before. Feeling even more like a pro. You don't have to toss the pizza dough, you can just keep rolling it over the back of your knuckles until you have a 10-inch diameter. Then transfer it to your dusted pizza peel and give it a shake to make sure it doesn't stick. It should slide around easily, otherwise it'll be very difficult to transfer it to your hot oven. Next, use the back of a spoon to spread on the sauce, and I do have an amazing homemade pizza sauce and I will link to that in the notes. Add your favorite toppings. For a classic pepperoni pizza, all you need is mozzarella cheese and pepperoni slices. Also make sure you don't overload with sauce or toppings because you want it to bake through properly. Give it another little shake to make sure it'll slide off easily. Then slide that onto your fully preheated pizza peel at 550 degrees Fahrenheit for about 10 minutes. In a pizza oven, it'll cook even faster with higher temperatures. Also, if you notice it's getting darker on one side, rotate the pizza for even cooking. Oh my, give me some of that pizza pie. That's what I'm talking about. It just came out of the oven. It is so bubbly. I mean, look at this crust. That's like almost 2 inches. I love it, I love it. And then the longer that the dough sits in the fridge, like a week later, and it's got even taller bubbles. It literally hangs out for a week and still so delicious. You can see the difference from when you first put it into the fridge to 24 hours, and then this one is one that's been in the fridge for a whole week. You can see all those bubbles have formed. It also freezes really well, so once you put the dough in the fridge overnight for 24 hours, you can pop it in the freezer after that for longer storage and make pizza whenever the craving strikes. It's so good. I cannot wait to dive into this because I've been smelling the aromas wafting through my kitchen, and I am so hungry for this pizza. I know my family's hungry for it too, and I'm gonna be baking the rest of them for them, but I need to do this taste test before they find out. I'm gonna slice through this big thick portion just to show you what this incredible crust looks like. Literally, it's my favorite part of the pizza, and there will be no crust left behind because it's that good, I'm telling you. Yeah. You can hear that crispness on the bottom, and then it's chewy on the outsides. So soft and fluffy in the center. This pizza is everything, I'm telling you guys.
My mouth is watering.
Yeah, husband is the cameraman. He's hungry. We might give him a slice. Love you. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Cut through our beautiful crisp crust. You guys have to look inside. Look at this. Look at this. First of all, the cheese pull. Hold me. Look at that crust. I mean, no words, right? You're gonna love this so much. If you guys have tried our overnight pizza dough, I'd say this is just as good as far as the texture, but with sourdough, it adds a little bit of tang and more flavor to the dough. It's just next level. You guys have to try it. If you've started your sourdough journey, you have to try sourdough pizza dough. It is epic. And if you haven't started making sourdough, we have a really easy tutorial for how to make sourdough starter, how to feed sourdough starter, and that'll get you on your way. It's really actually very simple, very easy, and one of the most satisfying things that I do. All right, I'm talking too much. I'm so hungry. Oh my gosh. Come to mama. Let's do this taste test. Okay. It's hot.
Get on with it.
I'm trying. Oh my goodness. One moment. Oh my goodness. Homemade pizza sauce is the easiest thing ever. I will link to that in the notes. You have to try it. And it also keeps really well in the fridge, so you can have pizza like all week. Come on. Now I'm gonna bite into the crust, because like I said, literally my favorite part, especially if you dip it into like marinara sauce or marinara, let's be proper, or ranch, and I have really great recipes for those too. I'm such a bragger today. Okay, here we go. The crust, let's do this. I'm in such a good place right now, you guys. Tastes like a fancy pizzeria. It's like beautifully golden on the bottom. And you can totally use this pizza dough in a pizza oven. For now, we haven't found one that we totally love, and we have super consistent results in the oven. Like, I have burned so many pizzas in our pizza oven that's outside. Anyway, if you have an oven, you can make pizza and get really amazing results too. Literally, it's so good. It's like crunchy, chewy, soft, and tasty. Oh my gosh. I gotta eat the rest of this, but before I do that, I wanna show you guys with my dirty fingers. We have an amazing recipe for pizza in our cookbook. There's so many good ones in here. Ooh, the most amazing lasagna. Look at that. Come on, where's my pizza? Oh, here we go. So this is our overnight pizza dough. This pizza combination is like one of my favorites ever. Our Tuscan pizza, so you can find that in our cookbook. Totally make this topping combo. We've got a great white sauce in here if that's your thing. I'll leave a link to my cookbook in the notes if you haven't gotten it already. Probably on a good sale, just saying. All right, I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of this pizza because it is calling my name. Let me know where you spotted Sharky in the notes or in the comments. Also, if you have any recipe requests, I would love to hear from you, and we'll see you on the next episode of Natasha's Kitchen. All right, come to mama. Oh my goodness. I love when the cheese like kind of browns onto the crust. Okay, honey, you have to have a slice. Come on. We probably should tell the kids now. You're like recording while taste testing. What do you think?
Wow.
Wow. Wow. That's all I needed to hear. All right, cut the cameras. Let's have lunch. You guys will love this. Make it, and you make it over and over. I'm telling you. Oh.